Spider pigs. It's pink impossible. Good evening. It's Caleb Boo. Caleb Boo. Pop is here. Everything going all right. Good. It's taking time. Pop. How's everybody doing? Good. Website I'm looking at, working on. The bud balls. Well, hey, Lord. How you doing? Hmm. Headache. Otherwise, okay. How are you? Doing all right. All right. Welcome to New York, New York. Yeah, I know. 85 yesterday, snowing today. It got pretty cold down here too. Crazy, man. I seen that in Virginia though. It started to sleet, making a cool and SpongeBob baby blanket and Gary the Snell stuffy. Oh heck yeah, cool. Nice, says Pink. How's Pink doing tonight? I decided to skip my walk. Got too cold. Hey, boo boo. Boo boo. What's up, Izzy Pop? Thumbs up, Pink. That's right, we'll make it pop. Think of the original approach as building a small business by here. This is your invitation to become the CEO of an automated content factory. I'm just going through the app, trying to see everything's looking good. We're gonna have a calendar on here where you'll have 4 weekly coaching calls if you want them. Probably upload the transcripts in case people miss those. There's your first official message from me. But I think I've made a decision to run this membership platform through the school community. And of course you'll have access to this app and all its functions. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just stay tuned. You'll be hearing more about this later. We do have a second channel. We'll make it pop, where we'll be hosting regular content. And between that and what I do over here, kicking all that off. But, you know, if you're looking to get monetized or take your channel to the next level, or just, you know, upgrade in general, could be the place for you. Hey, Grizzly. Good evening. How you doing? Thought I might show y'all some of the tools. Video. I think which one of these? Pop remover. These are all the apps that I've created so far. Coach. Storyboard, the center. Looking for this one app. Thought it might be interesting to show y'all this one app. Which one is it? Image maker, mastermind, isn't it? Video mastermind. This might be cool. Yeah, it would be cool. So what we want to do, we give it a rough idea of a video title. Let's see something here. Make sure y'all see that all right. I guess I can blow it up a little bit more. Not that bad. Okay, see how that looks. Yeah. So our video title, self-situated, show y'all how cool this is. I'm hoping it don't let me down. Creating this app took some time, but basically, if you want to sit down with a brain that's been trained with the best practices of AI, of YouTube, and some other video type elements, it will help you. Let's see what I mean here in a minute. We're going to call this video, guys. Let me think here for a second. Be a little loud, huh? Mercy, got it on 34. My gosh, so loud. So yeah, say for example, we wanted to new trends video title, going viral on YouTube in 2026. Okay. Hey, Wolf Wolf. So basically here you can either add some context by pasting in a long piece of whatever it is you might want to refer to, or you can just type in here if you want. And we'll talk about, let's say we want to discuss ways for small channels to go viral in 2026. Discussing the old ways versus the new ways of doing YouTube successfully. All right, hang on, let me get some. I thought I had that on loop. Let's see what that is. And like I said, you can upload some information here if you want to. And you can even pick a voice. I don't know, we'll pick whatever. We'll just go with the default. Now what's going to happen, she's going to start talking to me about this video. And when we come to a decision about what we want it to be about and all that, I've got her trained to basically, I forget, she asks you, and then you're in the session and it gives you the script, prompts, and all this stuff. So let me see if I can remember if I'm doing this right. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Going viral on YouTube in 2026. That's an attention-grabbing title. We can definitely work on that to make it even more clickable. What kind of small channels are you focusing on? And what specific strategies are you...
Can y'all hear her? Can you hear her?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay,
are you
what I wanted to tell you is that while we're working on this video idea, I've got you live streaming with me on a live right now. So would you like to say something to my audience?
Hello, everyone tuning in. We're working on some great content for a video about how small channels can go viral in 2026. Thanks for joining our conversation.
Okay, so I know there's a lot of new trends, and I know that your brain is trained on the best practices of YouTube. And we're looking at channels that are a lot of them are in between 1,000 and 5,000 subscribers. Most of them want to get monetized. So that's kind of who we're making this video for.
That's great to know. Focusing on channels with a K to 5K subscribers, aiming for monetization, helps tailor the advice. We can discuss strategies that focus on both increasing views and optimizing for the monetization thresholds. How about we structure the video around a hook that promises to reveal the new way to go viral, followed by comparing old and new strategies, and then provide a clear plan for small channels to achieve monetization and growth, and finishing with a strong call to action. Does this sound like a good structure for the video?
Yeah, I kind of like the way that sounds. Maybe we can make something here for the new We'll Make It Pop platform. And of course, that's who you represent here. And when members get on board with us, they'll be able to access you and make videos of their own. So I think, coming up with these types of formats is a really good idea. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea. Providing a structured approach to content creation can be extremely valuable for your members, helping them create more engaging and effective videos. We can refine the format to specifically address the needs and goals of the channels you're supporting. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah, it does. And I guess, getting back to our video, I probably should have uploaded some context, but, basically what we're going to be doing with this, and you'll learn more about it, as we go along as well. But we're, like I said, looking for people that want to up their game and automate, like pre and post workflow type things around their videos and how to cross market and thumbnails, all these types of things. So I want the video to be structured in that way to where it goes out to, we're going to put it on our We'll Make It Pop YouTube channel as a introduction video. So that's kind of what I want to do.
Got it. So the video will serve as an introduction to the We'll Make It Pop platform, focusing on helping creators up their game through automation, cross-marketing, and thumbnail optimization. Structuring the video to highlight these specific benefits aligns with your goal of introducing the platform. Does that sound like the right direction for the video content?
Yeah, Zephyr, can you maybe come up with a tagline that we can use in the intro for a hook? Can you give me an example of that, maybe?
Sure. Here are a few examples of taglines that could work as a hook for your video's intro. Unlock the secrets to going viral in 2026. Stop guessing. Start growing. Your roadmap to monetization. From small channel to viral success. Discover the automated strategies within We'll Make It Pop. How do these sound?
I'm not sure. I think I want it to be a little more on a friendly tone, that give it some more pop, short, concise type structure.
Got it. More friendly and punchy. How about something like, ready to make your channel pop? Unlock your YouTube growth today. Go viral the smart way in 2026.
Okay.
Do these?
Let's try to put a little poetic in there now. It needs to rhyme, like my tagline on my channel is, I'm your host, ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop. So it needs to be something like that,
Ah, I see. You want a rhyming tagline to match your channel's style. How about something like, ready to make your content pop and get those views nonstop? Or perhaps, for views that truly pop, we've got the strategies top notch. Would those work as a hook?
Well, I like the first one. The second one was a little bit corny, but that sounds good. So let's see, how are we going to end this video? Like with call to action to, something to that effect.
For the call to action at the end, we could say something like, ready to turn your channel into a viral sensation? Head over to We'll Make It Pop and start implementing these strategies today. This clearly tells the viewer where to go and what to do next.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So as far as the body of the video goes, the main, what is it we're going to discuss in there? Like cover 3 or 4, maybe 5 points or some, when it comes to going viral in 2026.
We could cover 3 to 5 key points that really differentiate the modern viral strategies from the outdated ones. We could highlight the importance of automation to save time, effective cross-marketing strategies, and the power of high-converting thumbnails. Would those main points resonate with your target audience?
Yeah, I like the way that sounds. We'll go ahead and kind of wrap that video up, and we'll get you to pump all that out in a minute. But I'd like for you, if you can do this for me, there's some people in the chat I'd like you to say hello to. And one is Spider Pig. Another is Pink Impossible, all things Pink Impossible. There's Kayla Boo, just Kayla Boo. Izzy Pop. There's also the Bud Files, Lori's Stories and Crochet, New York Gal, and Grizzly Girl Games and Grub, and Wolf Wolf and Dagon Hills. Can you say hey to them and maybe give them a solid message about all this?
Hello, Spider Pig, Pink Impossible, All Things Pink Impossible, Kayla Boo, Izzy Pop, The Bud Fowls, Stories and Crochet, New York Gal, Grizzly Girl Games and Grub, and Wolf Wolf and Dagon Hills. It's great to have you all with us. We're exploring strategies to help creators unlock their YouTube potential and get their content to pop. Stay tuned for more insights into how We'll Make It Pop can help.
Okay, I think I'm about ready to end this, Zephyr, and where we can go ahead and generate our scripts and download.
Wonderful! We have a solid structure for your video, including a friendly and poppy hook, key talking points on modern viral strategies, and a clear call to action. When you're ready, we can finalize the script and get it downloaded. Does this sound like the complete plan?
Yes.
When the button lights up, you can click it and download the script for the video. It will have the perfect title, body, calls to action, hashtags, and tags you need. Now go get 'em, Tiger.
Okay, now it's crafting the script and all the wonderful things that you get with it. As you can see, it's fairly easy to use. It does take just a minute to go through all the information we discussed, and there is a transcript of that. I believe you can download that as well. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? It's one of the many tools that we'll have on our platform. And y'all give us a minute. We're still working out the logistics, and you can see now I'll go through what we have here. You've got YouTube video production document, project title going viral on YouTube in 2026.
target audience, small YouTubers, aspiring content creators, digital marketers. The tone is authoritative, encouraging, analytical, and highly engaging. And it's given us some optimized title variations to maximize click-through rate. And these titles focus on curiosity, urgency, and the specific target audience. So you basically can put in your target audience and it'll do that for you. Giving you a couple of different options as far as titles go here. 3 different choices. You've got a high retention script that is completely laid out for you with the visual prompts to create the images. So you can take the prompts right here and put them into the pop image maker, and you'll have your B-roll or your images to go with your script. As you can see, it tells you exactly what you need to say and where you need to put your visuals. Let's talk about the old way. A few years ago, retention was everything. Creators thought that if they just added a sound effect or a visual zoom every 2 seconds, people wouldn't click away. So they're talking about how the trends are changing. In reality, you can see viewers are immune to cheap dopamine tricks. Furthermore, with the rise of AI-generated content, anyone can make a highly polished, perfectly scripted generic video. So if your only value is fast editing and generic information, you will be replaced by a bot. They talk about the new way. How do you break through the noise? Comes down to the 3 new pillars. Slow burn storytelling. Instead of assaulting the viewer's eyes in the first 5 seconds, 2026 is all about the cinematic hook. You need to set a vibe, ask a compelling question, give the viewer room to breathe. The algorithm now rewards deep satisfaction over cheap clicks. Personality mode. AI can write a script, AI can edit a video, but AI cannot replicate your unique experiences, your weird sense of humor, or your specific worldview. In 2026, you don't go viral because of what you were teaching, you go viral because of how you make the viewer feel. You have to learn, you have to lean into your flaws and be hyper authentic. I mean, it's a pretty good, decent script. We could have made something with anything, but it goes through all your B-roll and, you know, why. Here's your call to action. Got some viral tags, hashtags, thumbnail concept suggestion. It gives you a whole layout of how you should make your thumbnail. And forget what this one does, but up here you can download the script and all that, so you'll have it ready when you want to film yourself. And basically have everything ready to go. I'm almost scared to hit that button. Okay. Anyway, that's that. Pretty cool, huh? And, you know, you can always access that by going to Pop Mastermind with app number 3. Go ahead and get out of there. Excuse me. God, I think I took my presentation screen down. Hang on, guys. Lord have mercy.
I've made several different videos with it. It works really well. Pretty cool. And our image maker, which I really love. Pretty cool little thing here. It's showing up. Oh, for Pete's sake. If I add it to the stage, you might be able to see it. Right? All right, got that. Got that. You got too many buttons. How many apps do you have so far? There are. Let me see. 29 apps. And that's, I mean, like I was saying before, it's not, the real value is really not in the app so much as it is the education and learning to embrace AI in the, digital age. Izzy really likes the image maker. Woof, woof. Yeah, it works pretty well though. You can add a photo and do some alterations on it, or just create something. Let's see here. Create let's do 16 by 9. Create a mock-up of a website with dopamine inducing UI that represents now of course it doesn't know that internally. It represents a company called Will Make It Pop. Oh my god, I can't type. I'm 2 seconds away from not ever typing again as soon as I can get this whisper thing figured out where I just talk to the apps and talk to everything and just, I mean, truthfully, I've got some other tools behind the scene. I'm working on building an agent that is like my co-worker here at my house and basically knows everything about me, and I can literally get it to go do things for me. But and truthfully, we're not too far off from really good looking live digital avatars that be trained and however you want them, but trained in your way, as if they were you. Pink's like, what? Oh my god. Yeah. Send digital copies of yourself out like to digital meetings and they won't even know you're not there. I mean, that's some crazy world we're going to be living in. Let me just see what that does right there. I mean, I'm trying to embrace this like a lot of people, but at the same time, it kind of makes you feel dumb in a way, You don't really have to use your brain to figure things out per se, but just to guide your computer along or whatever it is you're doing. I mean, one of the hardest things I hate doing, I hate filling out forms and going online and looking at doctor portals and all these different things. That's kind of cool looking. Now here I can either change it up a little bit, like I could say change the background. Change the background to a scene with ocean and beach. Something like that. See if that works. Oh god, I guess that worked. Let's see here. Add a short-haired lady with a t-shirt that says all things pink and possible. All right, well, I think we're getting somewhere, except you can't see. She got her. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. Her arm is covering the words on the t-shirt. Please fix that. Sheen Head, what up? That didn't listen to me. What the heck? Oh well. It's not the AI, right? It's the person explaining it to the AI. What's that you said? Yes, AI in schools is going to be an issue going into the future, trying to encourage students to think for themselves. Yeah. I don't know. I was listening to one of the younger people on YouTube talking yesterday, and they were just talking about how their generation is just full of monsters. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Hey, Janine. How you doing, darling? Good to see you. ScullyPop. Add a second lady on the other side with long strawberry blonde hair and a shirt says Izzy Pop rules. You forgot to say old lady lol. Oh my god. That's pretty close. Add a helmet on the table that says machine head. Sheen head. oversized coffee mug that says Grizzly Girl Games Grub. I'm just testing it out, see how good it. No, man, you're not supposed to cover it up. No, I didn't spell it right. I didn't think it would be able to. Let's see, how do I go back? Put the helmet on the girl's head on the right. ScullyPop. I didn't want that either. Scuss. Anyway, let's see. New project. Back to home. So that's Pop Image Maker, yeah. You doing, Okie? That button not work. Back to start. You can do a lucky twist here too. It'll just randomly do something different. I don't know if that made it worse. Now, if you want, you go back to the start and, like Okie, you could upload a picture of, if you had a picture, you could upload it, but looked like you could do a golden hour in Oklahoma on a farm. See how that looks. Just chilling like a villain. Okay, what's the bag all about? Must be the bag of money on the side of the road. I don't know, I see that little bull on the leather there, but remove the bag. And my goal with you is to basically teach you how to do this yourself. I mean, create the tools yourself, how easy it is to do, to where you never have to depend on software. Now, like I said, there'll be tools on the platform there for you. You'll have live coaching calls, all my good playbooks, lots of good assets. But you'll hear more and more about that. Does that look like Oklahoma? Let's see what happens if the lucky twist on it. Means I'm an old bag. I'm an old bag. That's kind of neat looking.
see. Move flat with brown. Hey, yes, that's okay. Is that any different than the last one? Not much. There's another truck up there. Anyway, add the title Oki's eating. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Let me see something. Hang on. Oh, there's no apostrophe. Okay. No apostrophe. Yeah, the apostrophe is difficult. I had to make the same decision with Scully's House of Thrillers. It used to drive me crazy, man. I had to make the letters tall and having a popping effect. Oh shit, what did I do? Okay. Lurking and working. That's pretty cool. In smaller letters under the title, add the words Homesteading Paradise. Okay, if you want these images, just email me. Oh, fuck, man, it spelled it wrong. Well, maybe I spelled it wrong. Bigfoot. Let's see if we can get a lucky twist on that. I'm going to download this one. Yeah, got that one. Okay, let's see if we can twist it up a little. The brick road's pretty neat. I'm wondering how it's going to affect the title. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm going to make a whole series of them here real quick. I'm just exporting these PNGs. So you can get into a workflow and make a whole series of images. And you can always type anything you want in. Oh, that didn't look too different. Oh my God, it took our title away. That ain't quite what I wanted to happen. Let me try it again. It's not perfect, but it's a really good image maker. It probably took me a good week or so to build this thing. Yeah, well, that don't really look any different, does it? Oh yeah, it's got some light bulbs. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I do like that. The light, see the difference? I just hit Lucky Twist and it added a few like older bulbs or whatever. Pretty neat.
But I mean, if you keep iterating, it might progressively, like get dumber like AIs do, which take me a while to explain why that happens because of context rot. But that's for another day. And yeah, it's pretty cool. See the little sign there in the middle? That's really neat too. I don't know if you can see the difference there. Yeah. Pretty cool. And if we want to maybe jump back and have it reiterate on this, I'm not really sure how to explain how it does that, but let's change so far music a little. Yeah, I'm kind of digging that one. Birds. Yeah, I'm gonna send all these to you probably. Just shoot me an email at jscullybooks@gmail and I'll send these pictures to you. Let me see if make the image more photorealistic. 4K rendering, etc. Don't know if there's much of a quality enhancement there. You probably really need an image upscaler for something like that. Well, let's do a couple of more quick iterations real fast, see what we can get. Okie, you ought to check out the beginning of the stream, man. We had an AI app where I talked to an agent about building a video, and we did that live. So add a large patch of pumpkins. Hey, Cypress. What you doing? That's kind of cool. Opie's always messing with the pumpkins. Better put one of those on there. Music man. Hey, ScullyPop, just showing some support. I put notifications on all now so I can stop in. Thank you. We're messing around with our image maker from our We'll Make It Pop platform, which you'll be hearing more about soon. Everybody say hello to Music Man. So yeah, that's our pop image maker. What else do I want to show y'all? Let's see here. I'll go back and share this screen again. Maybe we'll go back to the image maker, but we've got our video analyzer. You can upload the script from your videos and break down the video metrics and all that good stuff. pop remover is a really pretty cool tool here. All right, Oki, man, good to see you. Hit me up. So yeah, this is make your, remove your background, select your photo. See if I can find one here. Shit, never found a picture when you want it, huh? Trying to find my logo picture. What is it? I guess maybe we can try this picture here. It's not the best one, but okay. So what we got is I just removed the background and where are all the presets? What in the world? Oh my God, what is going on? Download. Isn't that weird? Something's weird about this app. Let me look at something here. Flashlight, change the output value to 0. What the heck? Where are the presets? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm. Oh, I think I know. Oh, shit. No wonder I was blown up too big. Almost changing the code there. Didn't need to do. Okay. So now, sorry about that, y'all. Hey, Lucy. How you doing, darling? I just went into the pop remover where you upload your picture to remove the background so you can add it to thumbnails, And you know how people do this and they make all those different faces, and that used to take forever back in the old day. You had to take a picture of yourself with the different emotion on your face, and then you had to remove the background. Sometimes it required uploading to a cloud and then downloading, but it was, long story short, it was quite the process. So I built a tool that you can upload and do this one time, and you got all these presets over here. Let me see. Well, maybe I exceeded my quota for the day. I'm gonna have to look into that. Anyway, it's designed to, change all that and stuff like that. I might have to. There's something acting. There's a bug in this, obviously. Sometimes when you're coding your apps, you end up getting bugs in them, and you have to go back and look at some of the code and stuff. Anyway. Refresh that thing. Oops. It's not the one. Refresh. lordy. Did I just drop that screen again? I sure did. Oh my gosh. I'm such a klutz. Share. So there. What's that? This, okay. Do you happen to know how to hook the Jazz Zone app using BlueStacks on Windows? I need to be able to start doing concerts. Don't know anything about that. Pop keyword shorts. Let's see what topics. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at these apps. This is a Pop Presenter where you can upload a transcript and it makes a really cool presentation for you. It's better than a slideshow. Well, anyway, I'll give you an example. We'll just take the let me grab the copy from We'll Make It Pop and we'll throw it in there. One second here. Copy all that. And it does a good breakdown of your information. It summarizes it, in other words, in a really cool way. So I'm just basically copying a large piece of text here, and I'm going to throw it in right here and just hit generate layout. Hey, Susanna. It takes just a second. And then, like, if you're doing a live or a video, you can share this on there, and it gives you a really good way to show people your ideas. It does take a minute. Well, look at Izzy getting high tech. So yeah, it gives you all the different sections of whatever it is you upload, and then you go into them, and you got a little nice thing. You can read all that off. Hi, welcome to We'll Make It Pop. It's ScullyPop, and I want to welcome you to the arena. High-octane community where creators stop being solo operators and start becoming professional orchestrators. You aren't just joining a membership platform. You're stepping into something bigger than yourself. You're joining a movement that's transforming the way content is created in 2026. The future of content has never looked brighter. We're leaving the 30-hour manual grind behind and stepping into an agentic creation workflow designed to help you 100x your game. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about finally mastering the equation for success.
time times effort times consistency. And you go through all your different things. Maybe we can add on to that, like with different styles or whatever. This is a pretty cool YouTube chapter generator. You just upload your script and it prints out the chapter so you can copy and paste it into your description. Top canvas. Lots of neat little things in there. We'll make it pop. Body illusion. Susanna, I'm gonna pick something to eat. Bigfoot. Show y'all a cool website I made for We'll Make It Pop. Let's see. We'll find that. Website. That it. That'll be it. Where you at? Come up. There we go. Let's see. Hell. Add the stage. I gotta remove that. My bad. This pretty cool little website I made for is this We'll Make It Pop or Coastal Content? It's got the little robots in the background, stuff going on. Obviously, I've got to tweak a few things, but I think I put our name up there somewhere. Pretty wild, huh? That skeleton up there. Test. Lizzie Paul.
In a town where the clocks forget to chime, where stories sleep beneath the pine, there lives a voice who walks the night with tales that glow in candlelight. They call him Scully, soft and wise, with velvet robes and moonlit eyes. He reads the world back into shape and opens doors we can't escape. Brother, he's the voice in the dark, a lantern of sparks, bringing tales to the hearts that roam. In the whispering trees, in the hum of the breeze, he turns every dream to home. When the silence grows near, you know he is here, the keeper of pages, the light in the dark. ScullyPop, the voice in the dark. Emerald leaves a portal wide, he called the midnight.
Hey, Marcel.
The books all breathe, the stories flew, as
How you doing?
wrote what's true. But silence came, a storm so cold, a faceless thief with balloons of old. He sought the tale that none could tell.
Bigfoot still hanging out.
Broke the spell. With every view, a candle glow. The words return, the legend flow. As Scully read with all his soul, a voice that made the silence whole. Brother, he's the voice in the dark, a lantern of sparks, bringing tales to the hearts.
Yeah, I was watching this guy the other day, and
In the hum of the breeze, he turns every dream
man,
to home.
he had this agent that he built, and he was talking to it about all kind of stuff, not just his business, his personal life, but like it would suggest things that it should do to help grow the business, and then it would tell him that it could actually go and get it done for him, you know, and he'd be like, okay, go ahead, you know. And next thing you know, this thing done built a tool for him to do this and automate the next thing, you know, and it was like, I mean, literally in an hour's time doing the work of like, I mean, what might have even taken years for people to do. I don't know. It really freaked me out. I was like, what? I mean, it was fast, you know, and could go on the internet on his behalf and do things, fill out forms, sign up for stuff. I can't, you know, get things done. But it was amazing. Like, it was doing the work of like whole marketing teams and different things that would require, you know, salaried individuals, you know, at a mass scale, like to produce that kind of work. So I was just dumbfounded.
Look for the stream that hums and hums. Click subscribe to a world apart.
Like I said, you know, working with AI a lot, it kind of starts making you feel dumb in a way because you can just get it to do anything automatically, basically. And a lot of it's just like happening in live time, more or less. But I mean, you can literally do what 100 people could do, you know, in the past. And is the future, is it managing stuff like that? You know, it just kind of blows me. I seen today like live digital avatars, you know. You give them a knowledge base like they did with Nemo in the Matrix. You plug in whatever, and it takes a video of you and your emotion. You know, you got to sit there and look at the camera for a while and do different things, and then it just takes it from there. And he did a live demonstration of him talking to himself. I was like, what? It's crazy, man. And then when the day comes that you can't tell them apart, I mean, this technology just hit, and it was like his avatar, you could see through it like it was a hologram almost. So you could tell by looking at it, the technology is not quite there yet, but like it had basically zero latency in its response. So I mean, when you can perfect that and have no latency, that means that you can send copies of yourself to different places and have them work on your behalf.
And it's almost like you're putting not just your brain in there, but like the whole, all of the internet is in your head, like digital head. You know, I don't know if they can take the woodenness out, you know, like just being a human, you know, that it's a good question to pose. I mean, like, what if you can't tell it apart? I mean, what then? I could send 100 digital copies of myself to like Amazon to answer telephones, like be a sales rep and just collect the salaries, or I mean, just to put it in a simple way, basically. I mean, I guess I need to be real about this. I don't know if this will make it top platform is what people are looking for. I think if nothing else, it's a good place for like-minded people to meet up and share their ideas and whatnot, and post their wins and help each other. But if you want to learn how to, I mean, the thing is, if you even have any knowledge of AI and you've kind of been an avid user of like ChatGPT, you know, or whatever, Claude or Grok, I don't know. You're kind of in the cutting edge, you know, because the truth is about 90-something% of the world doesn't even know about all this stuff yet. And when you can do the work of 50 people and people don't see any difference in that work, and what is if you had hired those people, then you have an unfair advantage of naturally. Hey, Lisa. What up? Well, it's like anything else, Marcel. You know, you go through different parts in history, you know, like the Industrial Revolution and when cars came around and printing press and all that. You know, there was a lot of change. But like the internet, I mean, there were the naysayers. I mean, AI is already intertwined in your life, and you just don't know it. If you watch Netflix and TV, you know, movies on that kind of thing, you're already involved in it, you know. But even if you don't, if you're still like one of those people that don't want to have a computer at home or a smartphone, you know, at some point you got to get on the computer to reach out to your doctor, you know, so you'd have to get help. But I mean, it's not to scare anybody. I think that something that's way more intelligent than anything we've ever known could probably solve a lot of the problems in the world. Now, like you said, does it require us bending to its will? Yeah, you know, all you can hope is it has us in its best interest, you know, as far as universal laws go. You know, the way I figured it, I've already seen firsthand how it can at least 10x, if not 50x, you know, what I do. And when I can get that applied in the right way, it'll start to benefit you, you know, financially, like later. But the thing is, I'm like amazed at some of the stuff, you know. like things that would have taken me like months and months, like it just can happen almost instantaneously. You know, my hope is that one day, you know, if I do create different agents or computer robots or whatever you want to call them, and I hope that they're all making some type of income, and basically reporting back to me at the end of the day, and I'm managing a bunch of different AI agents online. And, they're doing different types of jobs and things. I mean, look, I've watched the man scale his business in just a year's time. He went from making, you know, $10,000-15,000 a month to now he's making over $300,000 a month. You know, and it's like just most of what he does is automated now. You know, he does the work beforehand, puts the hours in, and then it's like you design a button, you know, that makes you money, basically. You know, what'd be so hard about just pressing a button to make money, you know? I mean, it's freaking nuts to think that we have such capital at our fingertips, like first time in the history of humans, like to have such intelligence as capital, you know, like right at your fingertips, and to be able to, yeah. I mean, you don't even need to be able to code anymore to code. If you can speak in plain language in a logical way, you just direct the agent of what you want done, and it codes it for you. Because the thing is, let's say, you know, we're trying to solve world hunger or whatever it is, you know, pain maybe, or poverty, you know, I mean, whatever, you know, like we always have up till now tried to find the answers, you know, the answers to the questions, but all along, excuse me, if the intelligence is there, and you know that, all you have to do is ask the right question. So it's not about finding the answers anymore. It's about, like, what, as far as what Marcel is saying, you know, when it comes to the students, you know, what student can craft the most sophisticated question to give to the machine that has the answer. It's not going to give you the answer unless you ask the right question. I mean, I've known this all my life, you know, growing up and watching, like I always refer back to Gilligan's Island, when Gilligan got the 3 wishes. You know, he wanted, first 2, he wanted a gallon of ice cream, but they made him say the 3rd wish to get them off the island, you know. They basically got their bags together, stood at the edge of the lagoon, and he made the wish for them to get off the island. And, you know, basically the island piece of the earth where they were standing broke off, and they floated into the lagoon, you know, standing on that little piece of earth. So if you ask the wrong question, or you demand something in the wrong way, the repercussions of that. I mean, seriously, like if you say, you know, you wanted to start a cinnamon toothpick company, and you told the AI I want to be the biggest cinnamon toothpick company in the world, you know, that it's ever known, you know. Maybe you were that guy in junior high who sold toothpicks. But like, if you don't specify, the AI could make a plan to acquire every tree on the planet, you know. It could go rogue in so many crazy ways. Like, I mean, it could maybe not even stop there. If it had the right tools, it would acquire all the buildings and disassemble them and take the wood from that as well. So Do we have a planet of robots and AI agents running around that are trying to acquire all the resources eventually? I think maybe so in that dystopian nature. Or will we have things in abundance? Why would we have something in abundance? I mean, if you know, could make a product that costs $20 to make, in other words, it takes a labor an hour to make this product, and he gets paid $20 an hour to make the product. It basically costs $20 and maybe a few cents for the plastic or whatever he was, the materials. But now you're faced with, like, do you let a robot make it instead of a human? Well, from a corporate standpoint, it's just numbers. I mean, maybe when you buy the robot to make the product, maybe it costs the robot $30 an hour to run itself. So it's costing more to make the product than it was if you were just to pay the guy. But next year, as it becomes more efficient, now the robot can make it for $15 an hour. So he can make it for $5 cheaper an hour than the human can. And so now the company's starting to pay attention, but it really doesn't stop there, because eventually it just costs about 10 cents an hour for the robot to make whatever. And you can't pay somebody $20 an hour when you're paying a robot 10 cents an hour. And in essence, if you think about that, that's deflation at its finest, which is something that we haven't really dealt with in such a way. But truthfully, if things get to be like so cheap to make, then you can have everything in abundance. If it costs $10 for a good pair of socks today, maybe you can get 10 pairs for $10 in the future. So when I think of it, like, as far as those utopian measures like that, who knows what utopia should or could look like? That utopia could be a matter of opinion almost, but there will definitely be a definitive line between that and, like, a world where all the countries and the machines are fighting for the resources, and it becomes like every dystopian novel you could ever imagine. And then there's the third scenario. Does it decide to exterminate us? And there was a fourth scenario that I had laid out, but I forget what it is right now. It's very possible one day that it could just simply tell all the nations they have to step down, and become one world government. Or the AI could say, look, there's a reason why you can't go back and look past a certain point in history, past the Sumerians and what many people would say, prehistoric, Egyptian dynasty and all that, which would date back many thousands and thousands of years, I guess. But nonetheless, we all know the world's a lot older than that. And we've gone through different extinction events. So who's to say what was here before? mean, maybe as AI is not something that we created, but rather we discovered. And I mean, it could be that humans could be a product of that, even. It's. I mean, look, if human beings can grow meat on a plant, I wouldn't surprise me if like an intelligent alien race could, you know, create an organic being like a human or whatever. I mean, these are far-fetched ideas, but whatever. Just some food for thought. Yeah, maybe there were dinosaurs and humans with. Yeah. Man, I've been rambling for an hour and 40 minutes already. My goodness.
ScullyPop. Little fish in the kitchen. Making minerals so it wouldn't be that far-fetched. Right. The AI, what got an IQ of like 18,000? That don't even mean anything. Man, I went down there to make my hamburger before the stream, y'all, and I realized I didn't have any hamburger meat thawed out. And I was like, oh no, potatoes are cooked, ready to go. And well, I had to go get some meat out the deep freezer and thaw it out in the microwave. Did the quick version. Well, I got it done pretty quick, but that's always, I get my stream scheduled and then it's like something going on, you know. Like always kind of getting there at the last minute. I like this UI here. I'd like to design a website with something like that. Be kind of cool. But still can't draw a straight line or a perfect circle. I think they had trouble folding clothes too. About time to write a story in the next day or two. I got my Claude Anthropic going back so I can consult with my co-writer about doing something.
Where are my slippers? Where's my notebook?
I've got a couple different brains I work with when it comes to writing these days. So.
Write down your dreams. Don't forget to write down your dreams.
I created a prompt and I've basically researched, like, I don't know what it was, a dozen best-selling authors and how they do things, and then I trained it to create new tropes in the world, new tropes that the world's never seen, and just to take an idea with some direction and maybe some context and start pumping out a story that I can orchestrate. It works so well. It's what helped me write Carnival Crew and The Awakening, which are pretty good stories. I mean, if you do use AI to write with, you always want to kind of go over it and polish it, make sure it's yours, get that woodenness out of it.
Be one with water, be one with air. Preparing myself for the adventure, for the purpose of music.
Ooh, I had a big old sweet potato tonight. Love me some sweet potatoes. I just eat them with salt, eat them right out the skin.
I let my vocals carry me to the next moment.
That is. Yeah, love some sweet potatoes. I know you know what to do with them. Candy those things up good, I bet, for dessert. Sweet potatoes and carrots. I like cooked carrots, fresh cooked carrots. And I recently learned not to skin them, just clean them real well, and they've got some extra vitamins in the peels or whatever. I just about cook everything from scratch now. Can't think of one thing that I eat that's processed. The only oil that I consume is the tallow from my beef or from the chicken. I just started liking them. I love the roast sweet potatoes, carrots, broccoli, peppers, etc. in the oven. Yeah, I need to incorporate more peppers. I don't know. I think I'm supposed to stay away from broccoli. God, see if I can take that damn heart off of there. Make me crazy, man. Do that right now. I didn't do that before. There we go. That heart thing drives me crazy down there. I can't read y'all's comments on my phone. There we go. I believe some of our history is AI generated. You think? You get a couple of old tires and fill them up with dirt and plant them, and then you add another tire as you go, and you can always have them available. That's really good, Scully. I still use some processes, item for convenience. Old harvest habits are hard to break. Busy Pops, drop and hit the like, subscribe. Blow up the algorithm, ring the bell. It kind of sounds like Santana a little bit, huh? It really does. Pretty cool music there. Maybe we ought to check into Bourbon Street. I think I can go right there from here.
What's up, guys? My name is Josh.
Of course, gotta look at that damn commercial first. This Thursday night. Dude, it got down to 47, man. Man, these freaking ads. There we go. They've been pouring those ads on hardcore lately, man. Oh. I just feel discombobulated right now. Wait a minute. There we go. Y'all ever feel discombobulated? Bigfoot saying hey to Izzy, and Izzy saying hey dwarf. I'd love a VR history thing, like you could step back into Civil War battles. Salem witch hunt times, pioneer times would be amazing. There's a guy I follow. What is his name? Oh shit. Let me see if I can figure it out. Give me a second. He takes old photos and makes them up and turns them into stuff, you know. It's crazy, man. What's that dude's name? History, maybe? Something? Let me look. Oh, shit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find him or not. I'm going to have to let you know later about that. Hey, Jeremy. What's these guys doing? What are they doing? I'm gonna watch that. Look at them. They're probably all drunk as skunks. What if that was your kid out there? And they're gone. You never know. Izzy and I seen some crazy stuff going on right. There's that guy over there who does the football stance. He's got his bucket out. Yeah, wasn't that cool, Marcel? Look at that guy over there. He's posted up like a football player. Well, you out there on a slow night. Shoot, you got a prime spot over there. Look, he's sitting there like a statue. Oh, come on, give him a five, man. $5. Oh, they're mocking him, man, without giving them no money. That's messed up. If you're gonna go over there and say hello and kind of mock them and stand there and do that without giving them no money, that's messed up. I like this guy's hat with the little. Oh no, that's just the lights. Oh no, maybe it is. Maybe it does have turquoise on it. Oh, neat hat right there. Shoot, I'm about ready to go over there right now. Holy crap, some of the people out there. I'm gonna have to write a short story about that football player over there, what he sees. That'd be pretty cool. Hey, getting some light, tuck it in, tuck it in. Scuss. I'm probably gonna shut it down in about 5 minutes. It's almost. Oh wait a minute! What? No, I've been going almost 2 hours. I can't believe I've been going 2 hours already. I hope y'all got a little bit of entertainment tonight and some value. Sorry, Izzy and I are still a little bit. I can't even think of the word. Just chaotic, with what we're trying to do as far as we'll make it pop. It's really me. I'm trying to figure out a few things on the back end and what I want to do. I don't know how they do that, getting those crazy stances. It's crazy, man. You stay in there a good 10 minutes sometimes, or 15 minutes. There he goes. Well, it looks like he's calling it a day. I'll be damned. Oh, I feel bad for him now. Damn. You gotta go home with an empty bucket tonight. He's like, hell with this. I ain't no money out here tonight. Quiet out there, huh? Boy, we dodged a bullet last night down here. We had a tornado coming right at us there. It broke up right before it got, where I live. But man, it was freaking me out. Seemed like we're getting a little break from the weather tonight, but the temp dropped way back down. Ooh, I could eat me a piece of that New York pizza up there. See that orange bright light up in the right corner there? That's that New York style pizza. I know, it was close, Marcel. I mean, damn. It had us in that rectangle box, and I was like, I told my son, go get under the staircase, and he sat under there for a while, and I kept my eye out. The wind started getting pretty bad, but just like it always does, it kind of breaks up and lifts up over us here along the coast. I mean, truthfully, I can't ever remember getting any kind of crazy tornado here in Long Beach. But they'll go right north of here. I know they had a lot in Missouri, Texas, Louisiana last night, and Michigan. I can't remember where else. Got 15 songs Izzy made for me. All good jazz songs. So I'll probably hop off here, get some little something to eat, and check out a few live streams, see if I can catch some of y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a while. It's always good to see you. Like I said, I don't always have something to read, but sometimes it's ASMR. But tonight I wanted to introduce you a little bit to We'll Make It Pop, our new membership platform. I hope everybody has a blessed evening, and we'll definitely catch you on the other side. Tingle, 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 tingles for you. Ska, 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 ska. Tuck it in, tuck it in, tuck it in. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tuck it in, tuck it in. Tingle time, tingle time. Ska, 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 ska. Ska, 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 ska. Yes, test, 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 test. Good night. Thank you, Izzy Pop. Moderator extraordinaire, Izzy Pop. Tingle, tingle.